So last year I went to Reykjavik, Iceland, and I never got around to making a vlog, but I do have a bunch of Instagram video stories and I would love to share them with you guys. So one of the very first things that I did when I landed was go to the church that I cannot pronounce, okay? So we walked over there, and much to our surprise, like that whole area has a draft that is out of this world, okay? Literally secure your wigs, secure your hats, like it will fly off. Otherwise, though, the church is very beautiful. You can come inside for 100% free, though there are places that you can donate if you feel the need. On the top floor, there is an observatory that lets you see the entire city. All right, it doesn't look high at first, but the views will knock you off your feet, and it's 360, so you can see all around. So after we left here, we went to go grab some food to eat, and I'll just say the food is very overpriced and very underwhelming. So next we walked over to the Sun Voyager, which is like a sculpture at the pier, and it's really amazing to see all the colors in the sky bouncing off the water. It's like really a sight to see. Would definitely recommend. I wouldn't recommend Harper Hall as much, however. Not that it's not like a beautiful piece of architecture. It's just not a lot to do once you actually get inside, unless you have a ticket to, go to one of the events. Eventually it got late, so we went to go grab some drinks, and we ran into this street which had great bar options. Two things you want to know is that Reykjavik's party scene is very lit and very American because we have military bases over there, and it's also very expensive, okay? A regular drink is going to run you about $18-20. And some of you might recognize that this is the same day that the man kissed me in the bar. The next day was my final day in Iceland, so we booked a day tour from Expedia to go to the Golden Circle. And one of the very first stops that we did was this place. Okay, I can't pronounce it, but it was not very expensive. It was about $60, and it included pickup and drop off. So after we left this location, we were driven over to a geyser field, which was beautiful, but had one little caveat. The thing that nobody tells you is that it smells like farts. It's really pretty, but everything is like sulfur, so it just smells like eggs. Olfactory senses aside, it was still an amazing experience to be able to watch the geysers go off. They are pretty regularly timed, so people know when to start circling up. However, you never know what kind of explosion it's going to be. Sometimes they're really small, and sometimes they're really, really tall. So yeah, sometimes people just come and wait for a very long time to catch the one that they want. But it's, oh my God, you guys, like really so pretty. The water is crystal clear. The sun was shining. It was actually getting pretty warm. There's like mountain tops in the back that people were climbing. And I think all of a sudden they gave us about 30 minutes. Altogether, they gave us about 45 minutes. After the geysers, our final stop on the tour was a huge waterfall, which was confusing at first because it doesn't look like there's any water around, but I was incorrect. All right, you go down some stairs and there is a literal roaring waterfall. Actually Europe's largest waterfall, and it just honestly took my breath away. I'm not even exaggerating. I would 100% recommend it to anybody who visits Reykjavik, and it was definitely one of the highlights of my stay.